Hello students, good morning. I am your teacher Dolcy and today we are going to study the carbohydrate for next where we left the last lecture. So as we have done about the monosaccharides and various kind of monosaccharide, then now we are going to discuss the primary main hexose sugars that are fructose and glucose. As you know, fructose is the most sweetest sugar of all the naturally occurring sugar. Means it is sweetest from all those which exist in nature. And it is also known as fruit sugar. It is found in all the fruits except grapes. It is laboratory and here laboratory means okay when a plane polarized light means the light which is in one plane means perpendicular to the plane, okay, that light is passed through the solution of fructose. It rotates that plane polarized light into left. A substance is said to be laboratory only when it rotates the plane polarized light to left. So fructose has the tendency to rotate the plane polarized light to the left, hence it is known as laboratory sugar. While the second main hexose sugar is glucose, which is known as blood sugar and is the major or common respiratory substrate, means it is that substrate from which we harvest maximum of our energy and it is the main source of our energy and it is found in grape sugar primarily, so it is known as grape sugar or glucon D and it is dextrorotatory, means when we pass plane polarized light through the solution of glucose, it rotates the plane of polarized light toward right. So fructose rotate the plane of polarized light toward left and glucose rotate it towards the right. The next term is the isomerization. As you know, isomers are those compounds which have same molecular formula but have different chemical orientation. So isomers are the compounds with the same molecular formula but different structural formula. So the isomers of glucose are usually two, that is D and L isomers. Okay, if the OH group of the second terminal means second carbon is on the OH group is on the left of the side of the carbon, that form is said to be the D. Or we can say if H group is present on right side, it is said to be the D, and if H group is present on the left of the second carbon, it is said to be L. All the other carbon moieties or all the other substituents are in same orientation, but just the orientation of H or OH on the second last carbon ensures the isomerization or the isomerism found in the carbohydrate moieties. Second term is the apimers. So first of all, what the apimers are? Apimers are those sugar that differ only by the stereochemistry. Stereochemistry means arrangement at a single carbon atom, but that carbon atom should not be anomeric carbon. Means if the orientation is different around the carbon atom, but if that carbon atom is not the carbon number 1, that kind of sugar moieties are said to be the apimers. For example, glucose, galactose and mannose, all these three are apimers of each other. As we all are familiar with the structure of glucose. Okay? Glucose comprises of first aldehyde group that is represented by C double bond OH. Here the line, where the line met, it represents the C. Second carbon comprises of OH on left side, H on right side. Third, H on left, right, OH. Fourth, OH on left and H on right. Fifth, OH on left, H on right. And sixth, CH2OH. So if this arrangement is basically same, but other than the first carbon atom, the orientation varies. For example, in glucose and mannose, the variation is seen at the carbon number 2. And in glucose and galactose, variation is seen at the carbon number 4. So in this way they represents the orientation difference and ensure the aptamer formation of the carbon molecule. Next one are the anomers. Anomers are all those sugars when they exist in cyclic form, then on the anomeric carbon the presence of hydroxyl group. If it is present below the plane, it is said to be the alpha, and if it is present above, it is said to be the beta. So the alpha and beta forms of monosaccharide sugar ensure the anomeric form of carbon. Next are the oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are those carbohydrates which have number of carbon moieties from 2 to 10 variable. In some books the variability lies from 2 to 8 and in other it lies between 2 to 10. Both the answers are right. Then choose according to the option. From that, in oligosaccharide we will discuss about disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharides, pentasaccharides, hexasaccharides, and in this way. But in your syllabus we have only disaccharides. Disaccharides are those in which two sugar moieties combine to form a molecule. Means disaccharides are those oligosaccharide in which two monosaccharide unit is condensed. Condense means they form glycosidic linkage between them by loss of water molecule. Due to loss of water molecule, the size reduces and the stability increases. So tomorrow we will describe all the important disaccharides, whether sucrose, whether mannose, or whether lactose. You have three main, that is sucrose, lactose, and the mannose. We have to discuss all the maltose, sucrose, and the lactose. All these three disaccharide and their diagrams are important from your paper point of view. For today your homework is to draw the ring structure and the straight line structure of glucose, fructose, galactose, and mannose. Draw these diagram by yourself so that you can understand the importance of orientation of OH and H group on the anomeric carbon and on other. And it is not a kind of cram, it is a topic of understanding so that you can draw the disaccharide molecule diagrams by yourself. Thank you.